2020 was a crazy poo-poo year for everyone, but there was some good news last year. One thing no one expected was a Virtua Fighter revival. I made my What Killed Virtua Fighter video thinking that was it for the franchise. The series is dead like so many other Sega properties. But, as fate would have it, I was wrong. Virtua Fighter Cross Esports was announced in fall 2020, and now we have the results of that in Virtua Fighter Cross Esports, aka Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown. And I am happy to say that this is still the Virtua Fighter 5 you know and love. I played Virtua Fighter Final Showdown via Yakuza 6 and Like a Dragon last year to warm up for this title, and this game plays exactly the same. Though Ultimate Showdown does have a new coat of paint thanks to RGG Studios. They remade the game in the Yakuza engine, and while it does look good, some of the characters do look off. Wolf's teeth will give me nightmares for years to come. Fair warning, I am poo-poo at Virtua Fighter 5, so most of the footage of me is button mashing and hoping for the best. On the upside, there is a good tutorial and command move practice mode to get a feel for any character you want. You learned a fucking infinite, now how about the infinite? I was living a lie most of my life. I flirted with Kage, Aoi, Takarashi, and Jeffrey fucking McWild as my main, but I am officially coming out today as a Wolf Hawkfield main. Thank you for being here for me, everybody. And I was very happy to have a match recorded of me landing Wolf's Burning Hammer. Now that move does a grip of damage. So the question on everyone's mind, how is the netcode in Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown? After spending an afternoon with the game online, I can safely say the netcode is good. It does use delay-based netcode or absorb-based netcode as I've seen online, so it isn't quite as smooth as say games like Killer Instinct or Skullgirls Online, but Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown plays leagues ahead better than games like Street Fighter 5, Samurai Showdown, Soul Calibur, Tekken Smash Ultimate, or basically anything that uses delay-based netcode. I didn't have much issues getting into ranked matches, and do keep in mind that all of my matches are against players in Japan, and I am on a fiber optic internet connection with a wired PS4. Hey everybody, you want to have a good connection for your online games? Get wired. It's not that hard. Stop abusing McDonald's or Starbucks Wi-Fi. Though that would be impressive to see someone lug a PS4 to their Starbucks just to play Virtua Fighter 5 online at a Starbucks while they're drinking their really expensive coffee. Anyway, I'm on a tangent here. Where was I? What's cool is that on the title screen it shows online matches happening in real time. I didn't have it recorded, but the first match I saw on the title screen was of playing and putting in that work. With that said, it's clear Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown is focused on competitive gamers. It isn't called Virtua Fighter Cross Esports in Japan for nothing, after all. There isn't much in the way of a single-player campaign besides the training mode and an arcade mode, and if you're playing the quote-unquote free version via PS Plus, you're locked out of the character customization too. Which is a shame because the character customization in Virtua Fighter 5 is actually a lot of fun, and gives the game a lot more personality. That said, I do think that giving the game away for free for 2 months is a good move on Sega's part. Fighting games are hard to get into, and not a lot of people want to spend, what, 20 or 30 bucks on a game that they're just going to get wrecked in online and never play it again. So having the game out for free is a good way to welcome new people into the scene and get the game back into the public consciousness. And from what I've seen of matchmaking, I've been always put against players around my skill level, aka not that good, so I'm hoping that's consistent going forward. Do keep in mind, Virtua Fighter 5 has been out since essentially 2006, so there's been a lot of people playing the game since 2006, so you're gonna find killers no matter where you're playing at in the world. So be careful, if you lose, don't worry, just take it easy and get back in there. And I say that as I am terrible at this game, someone teach me how to get good at Virtua Fighter, please. What's unknown is how Sega handles rage critters going forward and matchmaking. A good way to have casuals quit your game is to get paired up with players leagues out of their skill level so they just rage crit right away. And no one wants to fight rage critters online. Hey, we know who you are, stop pulling the cord as soon as you lose. On the upside, the lobby system has been improved since Final Showdown, so now it's easier to play with your friends and spectate matches. And if you bought the DLC pack, you get stamps you can use while spectating, like a Virtua Fighter themed Nico Nico Doga. Another curiosity about this game so far is that there are 2 empty spaces on the character select screen. Overall, I am happy with Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown. It's a pretty small package, but that's all it needs to be. Its goal isn't trying to reinvent the virtual wheel, but introduce a new generation to the franchise and get it back into the public mind. My main gripes with the game right now is that it is PlayStation 4 exclusive, and I can see why, as a lot of fighting game players do play on PS4, especially in Japan, but it's weird considering the fact that Sega has said that they feel like they are most successful in multi-platform releases. Hopefully Ultimate Showdown comes to Xbox, Switch, and PC in the future. Another thing is that with the focus on the competitive aspect of fighting games, it will alienate casual gamers who just want to mash flip kick with Jackie. I feel like Virtua Fighter's future depends on the success of this title in Japan. There's a huge push here for the game's competitive scene, and if it does well, I can totally see Virtua Fighter 6 happening in the future. It's clear Sega has a team to make a Virtua Fighter 6 happen should the opportunity arise. So my call to the people invested in the series is to be welcoming and help people get into the game. For Sega, do the free to start thing again, save money on unnecessary single player modes, and just give the people what they want. A nice online system with some solid fighting action. And it'd be really helpful if you put rollback into Virtua Fighter 6. So color me satisfied, I am happy with Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown. So are you picking up this title? Let me know in the comments. And while you're down there, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell as well for notifications on future videos. Make sure you don't get hit by Wolf's Burning Hammer. Hit me up on the social media, and I'll see you online for games. Later everybody, take care.